Okay. I think we're back. I'm not sure if anyone's going to come back, but I made some adjustments. Hopefully this will work. Apparently for streaming in, even in standard, going from HDR back to standard, I still have to use like a different YouTube server. Now I did find a couple of things that should make the screen brighter, I hope. So hopefully this is a little closer to normal for you guys. Because I forgot I had turned the screen down to dark when all the colors were too bright to try to dim it. But then I got rid of the dimness, and so then it made it too dark. So I did a few things to try to brighten it up a little bit, so hopefully it's not as dark as it was. But yeah, this should stop some of the crashes too, I hope. I couldn't do one setting they were saying in OBS because it just wasn't giving me the option in the drop down. Like the guy doing the example was talking about streaming, but then he was in the recording section of OBS, which is a little different than the streaming section. And he also didn't mention that you have to change, at least in the part I saw, that you have to change where you're uploading the video on YouTube if you're doing streaming. If you're just doing recording, it gives you all of the drop down stuff that you need, which is like this one special encoder encoder called like this NVENC with NVIDIA. So it gives it to you automatically if you do recording, but it won't show you that option unless you switch over to a different YouTube stream that you upload to, YouTube HLS. So then I had to switch to YouTube HLS, and then it gave me the drop down to do what he was talking about. So anyways, hopefully you got it fixed. I swear to God, I try to look this stuff up, but it's hours and hours and hours of bullshit that's constantly evolving and changing that I have to try to keep up with to make this setup work. But anyways, okay. So if we have anybody coming back, what time is it anyways? We'll do one or two. Jason, it's looking like may not make it. He said he'd come out after Warhammer, but I think he might just be hanging out with the guys. Wow, this is pretty bright now. I'm digging it. I cranked that brightness up as much as I could for you guys. Okay, let me pop out chat here. So hopefully this will stop the crashing. Man, I swear, I just need some AI that just comes in and I can just say, like, make it work. Let's see what we're working with here. Alright, I guess we'll wait a second. Oh, wait, Jason's on, okay. What up?
What up?
Dominate some fools in that Warhammer?
Dude, I tied again.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
I played like two games, and I tied both times.
How do you tie in that game? Is it just like you just play for so many turns?
You play 4 turns, and it comes down to like victory points.
Okay.
like objectives that you secure, and like there's some other kind of points that you can get. But
Only 4 turns, like 1, 2, 3, 4.
dude, their turns are pretty crazy. Yeah. So like, it's a lot.
From what I saw back in the
Gameplay.
day, I thought it was like 10 turns, but
Well, that's like big 40k. This is just like
Okay.
a small like kill team. It's like
okay, gotcha.
no more than like 8 to 12 models, and you're just fighting.
Okay.
But yeah, bro, frickin' Faker's team is crazy.
That's what Mal was saying in the chat. I gotta watch it. I haven't watched it yet, but he was saying, "Oh my God, Faker."
Dude, it's not even. I mean, yeah, he did good, but at the same time, his team is so good. Like,
Yeah.
they like this is probably like, it seems like the perfect team for. Not all on him. His top's really good. Bot lane's really. They both just. But he does so well.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great storyline. Obviously, anytime Faker does well, it's very good for the league because he's, the most
But
well-known
he
person.
He doesn't even need to do what he needed to do back then, because like he's got like his team just compensates him so well because they're really good.
Yeah.
Like, Zoot, I think, is his top. He's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all really good. I mean, I'm surprised. I forgot he hasn't won a world since
In
like
5 years.
Yeah, like 2016 or 17, something.
Yeah, it was 17. We looked it up.
Okay, yeah, and he's won what, 3?
Yeah, he's won like 3 or 4, I think.
Yeah, it was like turbo dominant, like from 2013. I think he won in, what was it, 2013,
It's a couple years in a row, like 2 or 3
15,
years in a row.
16. I think
Yeah.
Samsung White, like some random team, or Najin White Sword, something like that, won in 2014. It was some random upset. Last
Dude's
win
like
was
the Tom
2016.
Brady. He's like the Tom Brady of League.
That's right. He wins a lot early, takes a break for a while, and then comes back. Dude, if he's still kicking ass at age 45, that'd be amazing.
That would be amazing.
Okay, to get to your questions, that's cool about the Longshanks. And how does it look, by the way, Mal? I turned up the brightness, both on my screen and on how OBS is perceiving it. So does it look a little brighter? And hopefully I fixed the crash. Sorry it took a while to come back. I just skipped through like a 5-minute video and tried to make sure everything was set up. And it turns out there were a few settings I needed to adjust. Okay. It looks a lot brighter on my screen. And on OBS it looks a little brighter. So, okay. And then, why don't I play Renata? She's immobile. Like, she is really good. I've played her a few times. But, like, she's a good peeler. She does have a good steroid. I don't know. I mean, she's a good champ. She does have some harassment, but I just really miss, like, not having mobility. And it's really hard to start a fight with her. Like, your ult is good, but it moves pretty slowly. Yeah, it's very good with specific lanes. Or with, like, a pro, like with hyper carries. Like, did he get it with, who do people usually play that with? Like, Aphelios? I think a lot of the world's meta... Oh, with Varus? Yeah, it's pretty good with Varus. Like, longer range champs, because whenever she auto-attacks, if someone else auto-attacks, I think pretty close to when she does, it does extra damage. It's kind of like a little mini Callista kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, she's good. I'm just really spoiled and used to Rakan's mobility. And then why Priest? Yeah, the reason, a couple of reasons. First of all, it's looking good on the beta, the way people are talking about it. Second of all, I was just thinking, if I'm not going to have that many alts, which I probably won't, I'm just not going to have time to keep up with all of them and keep them geared and get all the rep and everything. Then you basically get 2 healers. Because you get Holy Priest and Disc Priest, which kind of have different sorts of purposes. And I think it's rare where both of them suck in a meta. And they've got a lot of utility. from what I understand. You know, like the power infusion, both of them can get it. That's a huge boost. And I was just like writing down all the different like buffs and things they get. Yeah, that's what I heard. If your tier set, it does change based on spec, which is really cool. So that's another thing. If I have the tier set on the priest and I switch between different specs. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. So I do like Monk, but also there are some mechanics that I've read are buggy that aren't like super clear that I would have to get experience on, like when the mists move. Hey, what's up, Turbo Titan? Thanks so much, man. I appreciate it. Like, I don't know. Like, if they time out and move, and if, like, Rising Sun Kick extends the duration on, like, these 6-second mists, I could try it out on the beta and see. But it's possible it could be good, but I've watched a lot of content creators. People aren't really doing meta tier lists, which is annoying. They're like, well, we don't know. The numbers are going to change and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I know that. Everyone knows that. But just tell me something. What do you think? Yeah, exactly. They changed that a little bit where you don't all have to be balled up for like a crane kick or whatever. Like with the miss, and then you can basically just do uplift is nice, but the problem is like just making sure all those miss are up. It looks really efficient to me too, but people say that monks do run out of mana. But the big one is that they just don't have a lot of utility. That's what I saw. Is it's like the buffs that sorry, I gotta change this stupid crap around over here again. Oh my god, this is so fucking annoying. It brings up like the stream tab whenever I click on League. Holy shit. Is it gonna let me pull the chat up? Holy fuck. Where's the chat? Literally will not let me pull up the chat. Like, okay, maybe if it's not loading in, it'll let me. Like, it keeps pulling up the stream tab, not the popped out chat. Okay, there we go. Well, okay, so an example. The argument that I heard is most people just run a Brewmaster as a tank to pick up, because like the monk's healing in Dragonflight, or the monk's utility in Dragonflight is in the class tree, not the spec tree, pretty much. So you can just run, if you have either a Brewmaster or a Windwalker, you can just run one of those, and it doesn't double up. It's like auras that don't stack. So it's like you only need one monk to get it. I've heard they can be pretty good for Mythic, because if you can get all of the mobs stacked up. Because that's the thing with the fist weaving, a lot of the power is in hitting multiple targets. That's where you get the crazy stuff. But like on a lot of bosses, a lot of the time you're only going to have one target, you know? Moo, shut the fuck up. What are you going to do about it if he is taking it? Let's play around it. Like, you fucking blind picked a Moo. So that's what I've seen. And then when you get down to the class spec, you've got the Cocoon, which is, you know, like, kind of like a pain suppression. I mean, it puts a big shield on somebody, gives them bonus healing. Basically a single target, external cooldown. But you really don't have that. Like, you have a lot of throughput potentially. If you get the miss on everybody, and then you're able to cast, like, your uplifts, or your, vivifies, that can be good. And you do have a lot of modifiers if you can get, enveloping mist on everybody. It's a lot of modifiers. So it looks like their throughput's probably pretty strong. So I don't know. It looks fun, but it's just like a bunch of people have like made some pretty valid criticisms of it, and just like historically, they just had problems for various reasons. But like versus Priest, for example, like Disc Priest also has a shitload of AoE healing. With their atonements, they do like more single target damage than Mistweaver does. They've got Power Infusion, which buffs, you know, gives somebody like a little mini Bloodlust basically, and you. And then Disc has a, like a little zone you can put down that reduces all damage by 25% for 10 seconds or something. So like a really good block. And then just like the shields themselves help out with a lot of burst mechanics. And there was like other shit too. I can't remember all of it. And then Holy had a few different things too. Also Power Infusion. So, I don't know. I mean, Monk is really mobile. It's possible it has more throughput than those. Yeah, it's all about, I mean, Disc is supposed to be... Watch a bunch of stuff. You have to know when the fight... It's like best on fights that have very predictable, like, windows of burst. And you gotta set up. It takes, like, 20, 30 seconds or so to get your atonements on everybody. But then you've got a lot of, like, burst healing. You pop these little, basically 30-second cooldowns, all of your damage cooldowns at the same time. You've got the atonements out, and then you just, like, go, like, super hard. Pop all your trinkets, all that. Just playing so far back, I can't, like, really do anything. But yeah, if it's a fight where you're just taking damage the entire time, that's gonna be tougher. Holy Priest can crank a lot of AoE healing too, but I think they have to like stop and cast some of it at a certain point. Whereas Monk can do it like... Well, you have to be channeling Soothing Mist to get the instant cast Vivifies. But I don't know. I mean, those looked good. Druid also looks fun. I've always liked Druid. That's what I've played the last, like, 2 times I've played, though. Those would probably be the ones I'd want to play. Monk, Druid, or the Priest. But the Priest, like I said, is basically 2 healers in 1. Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't know about Mythic Plus. We'll see. I mean, Holy Priest is supposed to be, like, extremely good in Mythic Plus. From what I understand. I don't fully get, like, why. I'll have to look that up. I've been mostly concerned with looking at raid stuff. But Mistweavers are supposed to be, like, pretty good, too. In Mythic Plus, but Priests are also supposed to be legit. The classes that look like... The 2 that look like they're supposed to struggle are, like, Shaman and Paladin. And Evoker. I don't want to play Evoker because everyone's going to do it because it's a new class. We need to just push in, man. I'm going to try to deny a wave at least here. I think it's going to freeze outside their tower, though. We should have done it faster. But, I mean, you probably still want one of those. Right, Shaman's got Mana Tide Totem. They have a lot of, like, utility. It's just their throughput's supposed to be kind of rough. Some of it might depend on how much Mana Tide Totem matters. But people are saying Mana's looking tight. That also kind of gets into which class to play. I've heard Blood Elf is what a lot of people say to do, because you get the basically 3% mana back every 2 minutes. And 1% crit. But then goblins are supposedly pretty damn good too, because you get 1% haste and you basically get a 20-yard dash every minute and a half. And priests don't have a lot of mobility, so that you can power word shield yourself to get some speed, use angelic feathers, but that's about it. You don't have dashes. Wow, we got his cleanse. So that's kind of what I'm struggling with. I mean, the Blood Elves look better. Goblins, though, I mean, I'm thinking about doing alchemy. And they do get +5 to alchemy skill, which could be relevant. And then they get a discount on anything they buy, too. You get the maximum reputational discount. Which I don't know how relevant that's going to be, but with how much I like to do the auction house, that could be good. Orc priest. I don't think orcs can be priests unless there's a different kind of orc. Trolls can be. Trolls are alright. I think it's trolls and undead. I'm like 99% sure orcs can't priest. Unless they changed it. I think it's troll, of the OG races, I think it's troll and undead. And blood elf. Humans, I think people might be sleeping on humans too. I don't know. You get 2% to all of your secondary traits. Okay, well we can look it up after this. I mean, if they had a burst of spell power, that wouldn't be too bad, but... How is she already hurt again? Did she kill herself trying to do these golems? Is that what it was? No. I don't know how she's so hurt. Hunter, Rogue, Shaman, Warlock, Death Knight, Mage, Monk, Priest. Is that what it says? Okay. Did she get him? Oh my god. Wow. Oh, she killed Graves. Oh, my bad. I didn't see that. Okay, well, good job then. Do I really have to get mercs? I guess so. It's annoying, but...
This place will look different when we're in charge, Riku. More dark matter? Dark matter everywhere.
Okay.
The eye can see.
Maybe, I mean, honestly, for PvP, if I cared about PvP, that may not be, the worst, but... But I don't know, people sleep on humans for ally. I don't know if I want to be Horde or ally. What's up, Black Falcon? Void Elves look interesting, too. They have a little bit of mobility, you don't get pushed back, and then you have kind of just random spell perks. But I've heard Rocket Belt is extremely good, just as a piece of mobility. You want to be ally, so I can be a Dwarf Paladin. I'm leaning towards Horde though, man. I think Blood Elf's supposed to be the best. I know you love Dwarf Paladin, that's that's your thing. Dark Iron Dwarves honestly looked like they had some pretty good racials too. I'll have to look them up. It's definitely interesting there's a conversation about it, because usually there's one that's straight up best. No, they're back. Maybe they got rid of them at one point, I'm not sure. But they are in Dragonfly for sure. They changed some of the craziest ones. I mean, the Goblin aesthetic's kind of junk, but like, the fact, like I said, the alchemy bonus is pretty good, and the money you can save on crafting reagents, I don't know how much it costs to buy a lot of that stuff, but yeah, they changed some of them. They nerfed humans, PvP racial, so it's not like all movement impairments. I think it's just stun. What else? I saw something else they got rid of. They got rid of the human spirit bonus. Well, that's good. It's got rid of spirit in general. But they gave you a 2% to all secondary stats. God. Horse. Every fucking time there's a Yumi, somebody's going off. Some carry's going off. And then I'm just like, man, that looks really OP. I want to play that champ. And then I play Yumi, and we just get fucked. Graves is probably coming back up, yeah. Yeah, you have a specific mana pool, which I always thought was kind of weird. They just tried to simplify the stats a bit more to make it like more straightforward, which I guess is cool. They got rid of hit rating. They've gotten rid of a lot of things. I think getting rid of hit is like actually really good. No fucking way. No way. The man jumps over the wall with like 200 health and lives. Oh my god. It does. I mean, it's just like less things that you have to min-max. But getting rid of hit and like armor pin and stuff, I think ultimately is really good. Armor pin's just not super clear, but like the hit thing means that you can have like, you know, your healers do damage without having to get hit.
I rescued you so you could hold my mirror and tell me I look good.
Now, some things do, and they got rid of Spirit, too. So something, so everyone has just a set regeneration rate, I think. I'm not sure if that's based on race or just period. I assume it's probably just period. It's the same rate. But there are some skills that increase, like, your mana regen rate. Like, Priest has a 10% increase to it. I'm not sure. Everything is, like, a percentage of your base HP, too. Oh, they're gonna see that, man. They're gonna know the jungler's there if they're paying attention. That was pretty dumb. Wow, they're not paying attention? Okay. Fuck! Dude! What the hell is the debuff on that shit? Like, she hit me with 2, and then I ran out of it for, like, 3 seconds. And then she hits me with 1 more. I mean, I guess there is no limit on it. It's really, really obnoxious. God, I fucking hate you, me. Maybe I just ban her after this. I don't know. I'll get Morgana, but, like, I can beat Morgana with Rakan. It's more of, like, Morgana's really if I want to play Blitz. I have a positive win rate against Yumi, but she just, like, I think she feels the worst in the game. When you're behind, Yumi just is, like, one of the most obnoxious champs. Because she just empowers anybody who's ahead on their team. It can be any of the other 4 people that are fed, that are playing a carry champ. Yumi just sits on them. So it's like, even if you shut her down in lane,
But it is less complicated.
there are mana regen food, I'm not sure. You have mana potions, but the potions have been kind of reworked. I don't know if mana potions are 5 minutes or not. Like, normal potions are 5 minutes. So you get like 1 per fight. I don't know if you can pre-pot either. Not sure how that works.
Most good guys are just kidding themselves.
Yeah, you don't want to be using flasks on mana probably though. I mean, maybe if you're really mana hungry, but... I don't think I saw that many flasks that did mana. Some of the flasks did some funky things. Like, they had some that weren't just, like, straight stat sticks. Like, it was, like, interesting conditions. Graves seems pretty fucking obnoxious, too. Like, the last few times we played against the Graves, I think he just goes off. And he gets that Umbral Glaive and still just kills everybody. Well, yeah, not pre-potting mana potions, but I was kind of a separate point. Kind of like DPS pre-pot with Lust at the beginning and then use another one. Turns out Phase Rush Amumu may not be that awesome. Why would you even need Phase Rush? I don't understand the Phase Rush on Amumu. Like, you hit your bandage, you go in, and you ult. That's it. I guess you go in, you attack a couple of times, and you're hoping they, like, flash out, and then you can still run them down or something. I've heard warriors are supposed to be pretty good tanks. I haven't really looked much up on DPS. They're doing a region-wide auction house, too, for a lot of stuff, I think, so... I'm not sure if it's as necessary to be on, like, a big server, if that's the case. I mean, obviously, it'd be really good for gathering professions to be on a smaller server. As long as you can find a guild. And then I think most dungeons are also, like, you can queue up cross-server. I think you can even... I'm almost positive you can even queue up for heroics cross-server. You just can't do it with mythic. So I remember, like, queuing with people from different servers. A couple of guys from heroic that I friended. And then we were trying to make a mythic guild, and I ended up transferring over to their server. And of course, the guild didn't work out. But... yeah, I think that means, like... which is good. Like, you want your population spread out on your servers. Okay. Well, that's good then. Yeah, well, that was back in WoD. I'll have to look up and see, but back in WoD, you could not do Mythic cross-server, but I don't know why they wouldn't allow it. Like, that's stupid. I guess you want, like, the server pride thing, you know, right? Like, everybody knows all the other Mythic raiders on the server. Like, they've got their own little community and stuff. Go to Illidan. I'm not going there. What is that, like, the biggest one? Oh, it's toxic? Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I would like a smaller server where I could actually, you know, do quests. Like, that'd be cool, as long as you could find a guild. Area 52. Yeah, let's check it out. I probably wouldn't mind gathering professions, but I don't know. It's really frustrating when other people were there, you know, taking your shit, which is, yeah. Well, I don't know. Like, the thing about League, though, is there's a mute button, and, you know, when you're done with a game with somebody, you never have to interact with them again. Most of the time, right? Like, you might run into them again in queue, especially if you're in higher elo, but in WoW, if somebody's toxic in your guild, like, it's a much bigger deal. It's a lot more annoying to change guilds. So, I think the overall community in WoW is probably nicer than the overall community in League, but I think it's a lot easier to avoid negative interactions. Well, I don't know how to put it. It's more of a pain in the ass to fix a toxic situation in WoW because it's a persistent game. In League, it's like, alright, you got a feeder or a hater one game, it's over, you just go to the next game. And I feel like maybe 1 in 10 games has somebody that actively tries to sabotage the game. Maybe less than that. There's some people that say stuff and some people that are just bad or have bad games or whatever, but people that literally just run it and try to get you to lose, I feel like if you really think about it, it's probably 1 in 10 or less. Nice. Yeah, the last few times I've tried to raid, the guilds just fall apart. I don't know. Smuzzy's guild was pretty cool. There was that one douchebag shaman, but near the end. But other than that, it was fine. More doesn't want flash. I don't know. Oh, you're saying he didn't have flash, but I mean, yeah, exactly. I really think that's about it, man. I think it's just, we just overall, well, if it's on the enemy team, we don't think of that as a bad thing. I mean, it could show up on the enemy team, too. I'm thinking of, like, showing up on your team. So it might be 1 in 5 showing up on any team. On either team. I'm just thinking 1 in 10 on your team. I mean, I don't know. I don't have exact stats on it, but it feels like it's not nearly as prevalent as people make it out to be. It's just, we just remember it a lot. I mean, that's my theory on it. You just always remember the person that runs it on your team and not as much the person that runs it on the enemy team. And what people call toxicity a lot of times is honestly just people being bad at the game. Right? Just underperforming, getting tilted. I mean, some people do try to actively sabotage, but I think a lot of people just get tilted and they just make mistakes and then make excuses. No, they don't want to do, you don't want to do toxic queue. There's no point. If someone's toxic, just time them. You know, temp ban them for a few days or something. If you identify they're toxic. Like, there's no point. Like, what's the desired outcome by putting toxic people with other toxic people and getting them to queue for a certain amount of time? You know what I mean? Like, you might as well just time them out. Because, like, putting negative people with other negative people doesn't help them actually reform. It's just going to make them worse.
Really?
I mean, maybe.
Good thing you got me, babe.
I just don't think so. I think that just creates more toxicity. And it's just festering, and I think it's better just to have them take a break from the game for a few days to start with.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
The queue times would be like insanely long too, right? Like they're just basically not playing anyways. You know, if it's only, you know, like my speculation, something like 5% of the population or less are toxic, and they're all queuing at the same time, especially if you're trying to get fair match-made games. You know, a diamond player would just never get a queue.
Minions have spawned.
Yeah, exactly. I think they just amplify each other. Like, just time them out.
If we get separated, I'll find you.
There is a slow queue.
No, I'm not.
That's one form of punishment I think they still do.
Yes.
I don't remember. That might be if you just don't accept lobby a lot or something. I don't remember what it takes to get into low priority queue. It might be for negative speech, I'm not sure. Yeah, it might be funny, but I mean, like,
Didn't we die?
you know,
I'd like to go there again.
I think it's convoluted. Like, you want people to stop being toxic but still play your game. So I think just giving them 3 days to think about it is probably just one of the better, just put them in timeout, you know? It's one of the better things to do. Because a lot of people that are toxic are probably playing the game too much and they're just like too emotionally invested in it. It's like, you know, just spend a little time, go play a different game, go outside, go make a friend, you know, whatever. Reevaluate your life a little bit. If you're just like constantly losing your shit playing League. And typing about it, right? It's okay to get frustrated. It's a competitive game. That's gonna happen, but that doesn't mean you have to type. It's okay to have emotions, but you have choices with what you want to do about it. I think that's, you know, what I would tell my daughter. Kind of boots. Probably got to go Mercs, I think. Unless we're really far ahead, maybe I can go Ionians, but Xerath puts up a lot of damage and has like a 2-second stun on his E. If he throws that bomb, I'm going for him.
Yes. I was definitely talking about you.
Yeah, it's like, I totally understand it, man. If somebody's feeding on my team, someone's 0-10, I'm not happy about it. But, you know. No, don't flash for it. Fuck. Oh my god. Why can't you just take a good trade, man? Flashing for kills, I say this all the time, is just so bad. Like, because it's risky. And, you know, if it doesn't work out, you lose, right? You want to play stuff where if it doesn't work out, you still win. You want to play things where odds are in your favor. And it's like the absolute best case scenario there is you trade kills. Right? Like, that's the best. Is no advantage.
Okay. Last time, it was totally my fault.
What was?
Or a very, very minute advantage if Heimer gets the kill versus their ADC. And the worst case, which is similarly likely, that looked like a coin flip on whether or not she was actually going to get that kill, you know, the worst case is that you die and you don't get anything for it. Illuminopoly? What is that? Illuminati confirmed.
I don't apologize for doing my thing.
Oh, did she go longswords? Yeah, if she had Doran, she probably does win it, but the thing is, Dinger's gonna clean her up. The minions and Dinger are gonna kill her. Like, she's not walking out of that, because she used her flash. She flashed forward to try to get it. And she used her flash. I mean, she did force Kaisa to flash, too, to get away from her. So, it was a flash trade, which is probably okay. But it's like, we didn't have to do that. Like, just take the trade. I knocked up the Kaisa. Just use your Q, use your E, get a little hit on her, take her down to 50%, and then just wait for the next one. Like, you don't have to all in like that, just because your support hits something. This person seems relatively inexperienced on Xayah, too. Oh, old. Okay. Triangle turret placement. Okay, gotcha. The X-Files, sound the X-Files. I can't make that noise, but... That was a great show, or at least I thought it was great back in the whenever. I think they tried to reboot it. I've heard David, who is it, David Duchovny? What is his name? I've heard he's kind of a D-bag. Which is unfortunate. I don't know if that's true or not, but...
I did.
What's after this?
I don't know what the hell Ram is thinking.
Oh.
Oh my god, he's gonna die. Can they just fucking get rid of heal on Smite? Like, it's just so stupid. Like, yeah, exactly. We're both thinking it. Like, that should have been a really dumb play from Yi to try to do that, but it wasn't, because he heals for like fucking 300.
I am bad because I'm free, and I am free because I'm bad.
Yeah, just keep a heal on some camps if you fully kill them. Like, Gromp healing, sure. But just smiting, like, Scuttle or smiting Dragon or something early just to heal. Like, fighting over Scuttle in the river and then smiting it for a heal or, you know, shit like that. I think it's just dumb.
As far as the eye can see.
Well, we're kind of fucked down here. Unless Rammus comes down. You know, it's the game we won earlier, the jungle camp bottom. Okay, here he comes.
I am Rakan.
What's with the accent?
Of course I got it ordered now.
No. No, I do not.
Where are we going?
You forgot the plan.
No. Hey, have you seen this game?
I don't think she's hit a single stun. Okay, Xerath ult.
Where do we go?
Wherever our hearts desire. Can we just stay here?
We must keep moving.
Who the fuck placed that ward? Was that Xerath? Or Or did they just place another one there?
You okay?
I'm fine.
You're pushing yourself too hard.
It has to be done.
I mean, yeah, we need to push. Like,
Adding scars are
we should have pushed faster. It's gonna be too slow.
I need you to be more careful.
If anybody is near first, it's gonna be
An ally has been slain.
Do I make you happy, Rakan?
every day of my life.
An enemy has been slain.
Shoes.
No, those cool super flowy scarf things. I want a new one.
Yeah, now we're losing our back window. This is a,
What would you
I know, man, but
I would burn this all to the ground and build a castle from the ashes.
is this what it is?
My cloak is woven from the whispers of star fields, the secrets of the galaxies. Ooh, swish. Swish, swish.
Yeah, I think I saw some random thing one time that was like popular show stars who hated each other, and it was like Mulder and Scully were on that list.
Less than tomorrow.
Yeah, that was my jam when I was a lot younger. God, shit is so fucking annoying.
Let's have a look. Shall we?
Maybe I need to do Relic against ranged champs. Sometimes it just takes so long to get this evolved. I mean, having the mana is so nice though. Like, it's just almost impossible to trade if you don't have it. You just run out of mana so fast early in lane.
What we have is greater than
Yeah, this guy didn't know how to play Saya. I think he probably just poor professor and saw that I play Rakan. He's like, oh, let me try it out.
No, I'm the one. Darling. Pay attention.
Fuck, he's there. Come on, can we just kill this guy? No, don't try to steal it. You're just gonna imp, man. God damn it, we don't have priority either.
I think we got a problem.
No, just give that up, dude. God, I mean, he got it. Well, okay. Alright. It is what it is. Super risky, but
An ally has been slain.
he got paid.
Sparkly.
I still think it would have been better just to come down and double kill them bottom.
Has been destroyed.
I think that's a much higher probability play. If he just ults that Heimerdinger.
Stars are just sad, lonely light bulbs floating in space.
I mean, Kai'Sals has a 400 gold shutdown.
Can't control. Anyone have chocolate? I'm craving chocolate.
People just love the fancy big plays, though. I think even knowing that would work, like, I feel like double killing, getting the shutdown, I feel like all of that is probably more important than a dragon.
I told you so.
Maybe not, like, But like, we're probably, it's gonna be really hard for us to get soul because we're already down 1 dragon. He did stop them from stacking. I mean, that is a thing, but I don't know. I mean, if Xayah didn't die there, maybe that's a different story. But it's basically it's 4 kills pretty much, right? So you've got the shutdown on Kai'Sa, the normal gold for killing Kai'Sa, the gold for killing Dinger, and then the fact that Xayah died, and Xayah would not have died if they were dead. So it's like the huge chain of events. It was like a 4 kill swing. No, they're coming for you. I'm gonna shadow them. Are they running? Yeah, plus assists, all that. I don't know, man. It's really fucking hard to go in on them when they're all together. Xerath and Dinger.
Do you love me because I'm beautiful or because I'm sexy?
God, now.
Love is so cruel.
I mean, I've got everything if you get any scoops, but freaking
They
hard.
push, I'll try.
They've got a lot of CC. Rammus is looking for a flank, I think.
You going somewhere?
Fuck. Xayah ulted out.
Keep them distracted.
That shouldn't be a problem. Never mind.
Yeah, the Kai'Sa hurts, man.
Enemy killing spree.
God, how did she run him down?
What's happening?
I don't think we can beat her, man. She's level 12.
Another horizon.
Good. Ah, yes, Rakan.
Jackson?
Trying something new. You like it?
No. No.
Yeah, this guy didn't play Xayah. Which sucks, because Xayah's really hard to play. She's just weird. She's different.
No. Yeah. Hey, have you seen this cake?
Dora's pretty good, yeah. That's not a good sign for us. They have a very good split push.
Universe tends towards chaos. I'm just helping it along.
Well, I'm
Surprised she didn't go for it.
I'm going now. Where? Anywhere not here. That's where.
Alright. Fuck, my W just came up. Should have juked a little bit better, I guess.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I have not been impressed with Rammus, even though they gave him a buff or something fairly recently. This as an aside. I was just thinking, like, we're gonna lose hard to the scaling. It feels like Rammus as a champion should hard counter Yi, but I'm not entirely convinced that's how it works late game. It's not even late game, and she's getting worked by these auto attackers right now. Or Rammus is. Okay, nice.
Shit.
I got you, just run. Ward might get him.
Oh,
Bored now.
Need that cannon. I need XP badly. Good time with him, but he always feels like he's missing something. Oh, with Rammus. Yeah. I don't know. It just feels like he's a champion that is designed to hard counter auto attack champs, and it just feels like he doesn't do that quite well enough.
Living the dream.
No one has QSS yet for Mords. That's good, I guess. Once Jason gets death cap,
I'm getting close too.
yeah, we can maybe party. Fiora's good. She doesn't need it. Because she can repose his ult if she's, you know, has like no ping.
I'm rotating for you guys. That Kai'Sa's gotta die though. Oh shit. He's coming at me.
Yeah, Dinger's just the easier one. It's just fucking hard to kill her. She can reposition so easily.
No, you're fine. Yeah, I get it. Totally good.
Fuck. So she flashed out, right?
She's
There's no way she got... Yeah. I saw her use her ult through the fog early, so she doesn't get away again, I don't think, unless she flashes.
You okay?
Yeah.
She's staying.
I mean, it'd be nice if he just completed a mythic. I don't... Maybe he'll get one in a second.
Back there? That wasn't.
Oh, almost. We're coming.
Everything they hold, and then left.
No!
I almost made a sweet play happen.
Yeah, that was very close.
I'm going rogue.
There's a surprise.
Dragon's up. Do we just try to trade?
What are those things the Star Guardians wear?
Shoes.
Those super close Star Guardians. I want to lose. Mysterious mystery.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
What would you do if I died?
Kai'Sa comes this way.
Yeah. No, 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 no. Yeah, they're going right there.
Where are
That's a ward.
Oh my god. Alright, we gotta back up. We gotta back up. They sniffed it out. We can't. We can't.
I feel like completely lost my sense of hope.
I don't think we can.
The light inside me died a long time, leaving a dark, very good looking soul.
Yeah, they're just fucking blue warding and... I think we just gotta give it. I mean, Yi was top. Maybe we could have forced a 5v4, but they almost saw it. Yi warded over the pit. Or they almost didn't see it in time. I think we walked over a ward somewhere. Maybe they had a ward in the middle. I gotta get more wards. Yeah, I mean, Rammus is a tank, you know, like, he's not as reliant on getting kills. I think the main thing is just stuff like Sejuani is just better. Oh, if they see Rammus down there, it's not good.
Well,
Okay.
I'm on board.
Fortunately, the waves are up and they can't hard pressure right now, but they can run straight there. Now the waves are cleared. Maybe they come check it. No, they can see it.
I got the sword.
Yeah. New Dinger's gonna be fucking sitting there. Maybe we can make a play on this guy, middle. Gosh. Dinger's just literally sitting there. Okay, maybe we get him. Yeah. Can we get that old fucker? God. Are we about to get bamboozled? We know two of them aren't here. Yeah, right there.
I can.
Okay, he flashed out.
Found one. Killed it.
We should probably definitely do this. That's a global ult down.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude, that fucking Kaisa hurts so much. He's gonna roll up. God. I mean, it's gonna be 50-50, I guess.
Guess we fight it. We'll just fight them.
Just go for it, I guess. Okay, we got it. Run. I'm fucking running.
Whoa! I saw stars for a second. Some dark, very evil stars.
An enemy has been slain.
That fucking shield insane. At least we got Baron.
Yeah, that's still worth. 1 tier 2 for Baron. We can get one back on him. It's hard to siege Zerath, but killed the rodent. Alien rodent.
Not saying I told you so.
Yeah, we need to stop that. Need to get these waves up.
Not as beautiful as you.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Hey, here.
Okay, that should be Dragon, I think.
Okay.
Well, I've got Baroned up minions here too. Yeah. You guys do it. I'll keep the
I'm at the TP.
There you go. Okay.
Or she's gonna take base.
Okay. I mean, I don't do like any damage to Baron. These minions are gonna be able to do some work over here.
She's gonna get this. She might even get inhib. I'm not gonna be able to do a whole lot.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Self-control is a stern ones. I choose fun.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Darkness? Stunning.
Why not?
Yes, I was definitely talking about you.
Can he beat her?
I don't know. Maybe with my help, probably. Gotta
Yeah, he-
hold her.
Yeah, he kind of wants to isolate though. Yeah, I think that's too late. I'm coming. Holy shit. God, I didn't even see everybody else coming up. I think that's too many defensive items on Mord in that matchup. Yeah, if he actually didn't ult, you guys might have been able to take him. I think him ulting when you're that low, like he either needs to ult immediately or he needs to wait until you do a lot of damage and then ult to finish her. Yeah, I think she just has too much healing. I mean, he does have Grievous, but...
Can't kill evil, but you can wear it like a... Woo! I am so far past redemption, I am in the fun zone. Population Rakan.
You think I need to get it?
No, no. We've got two people, like Rammus and Mord both have Grievous. I'm seeing you do just one-shot damage.
Okay.
Damn it. Master's gonna be up in a minute. I mean, it's relatively competitive given just how far behind we are. Yeah.
You love me because I'm beautiful.
Got him out there. Oh, Ward's there. Yeah, good.
Nice. Perfect.
I really don't want to match Fiora.
Yeah, it's fucking hard.
You
I don't
think
know who
let
can
that
match her.
First?
Life is way more fun.
Eh, can we get them? Or... We're probably just gonna have to give up. Tier 2. I mean, I don't know if you can wave clear them. Just wave clear her.
Yeah, I'll just go. Are you guys able to get
Yeah.
Baron?
I mean, I guess we're gonna try. You've got TP if nothing else.
I can try and wave clear without dying. Fiora's rotating to you guys.
Okay. How the fuck does... Oh, he got stunned? Really? He got stunned by the, Holy shit. Didn't even realize she had GA. Oh my god. So get Baron.
If you don't want to do this,
No, ready.
only you.
Being a handsome villain is a good look for me.
I'm so tired.
You gotta rest, honey.
Everyone's depending on me.
Everyone can wait. Hey, Zion.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
The ADC div's just like astronomical. Like this Kai'Sa is such a huge ass problem right now. Just cannot kill Fifi. Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, if they get that, it's gonna be almost impossible to win. I guess he's just got a suicide try.
Oh, and spiky space squids are the worst.
I don't know if if I was supposed to go to the wall and try him. We just lose here. Well, maybe the Azir of Destiny. Okay, nice. All right, well.
Where? Anywhere not here. That's where.
It's not
Fifi.
completely over. I might have to get Grievous, dude. I can't do anything, or I might just have to get Void Staff. I feel like I
Yeah.
can't do anything to her.
Just try to kill everybody else, and it's going to take a team effort. I mean, we already have double Grievous. I think just go for the bigger damage.
Alright.
Bored now.
Yeah, just Void Staff, I think.
Void Staff to end it. Let me just get this blue buff.
Such a low kill game for how much we fought. It's like a 38 platinum game where we've probably had a team fight every like 2 minutes.
Trying something new. You like it?
Just like teams are actually disengaging. Like I don't know if there's been an ace yet.
Well, that's just an invasion of privacy.
That's just an invasion of privacy. Oh god, this seems bad. No, 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 no. Obnoxious.
Right here, maybe? You get
Yeah,
all-
we gotta
or
try
you-
to get her, I think. Okay, baited. It's just gonna kill everybody, I think.
I said-
Yeah, it just takes too many people. She can take 3 people right now on her team. Just cannot fucking kill her. Great design. Champ with almost 4,000 health. Heals for like a third of her health bar every hit. I know, like he baited the riposte, but it just doesn't matter. Rammus just doesn't do any damage, and Mordekaiser basically doesn't do any damage with that build, so no one's beating her at that point of the game. No, I just didn't have enough lane, just enough momentum to deal with her. She is really patient. She just forces to send multiple people.
Alright, man. Well,
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. We'll get it next time.
I'll catch you later.
Yes, sir. Have a good one. Alrighty. Okay, well, that's going to be it for me tonight. Thank y'all very much for tuning in. As always, I appreciate it. Be back tomorrow around 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I did make some adjustments to the brightness here, so hopefully that's a little bit brighter for you guys. And I think I fixed it where the stream shouldn't have the problems anymore, I hope. But anyways, that's it. Have a good one. We'll see everybody next time.